There's one thing that has improved the performance of every AI system that I work with more than anything else. I'm going to share it with you today. But before I do, I have to share why this is so important. Just a bit of background, really. I think most systems, and AI is really no different, is all about inputs and outputs. And all these things that we're measuring with AI have a lot to do with inputs and outputs. How good is the prompt I'm engineering? How good am I at setting context? How big is the model that I'm using? How big is the context window? How much stuff am I able to use in a prompt so that I get the kind of result that I want? And then on the outputs, like, hey, what kind of format is it? What kind of context? All these kinds of things, right? But what I think most of us are missing is having the proper input to the AI system so that it knows the job to do. And the trick that I use and has changed literally how I use ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, and any other system is asking it at the end of a prompt, ask me any clarifying questions you have before you begin. It changes everything because the AI system doesn't have to guess, right? It cuts down on hallucinations a lot. It doesn't have to guess who you are, what your context is, what the setting of this question that you have for it is. It doesn't have to guess how you want this thing formatted, what your goals are, any of these things that you think that the AI system should know just because you use ChatGPT 24/7, but a lot of times it doesn't. And I'm going to prove it to you in two different examples, one with ChatGPT and one with Claude. I'm going to run a prompt with this and without it, and you'll see exactly the difference in the quality of the output that we're getting. Ready? Let's dive in. Okay, here in ChatGPT, this is just using the 5 regular auto model. I'm going to use a prompt, and then I'm going to add this suffix to it, which is ask me any clarifying questions you have before you begin. Okay, pretty standard prompt here. This uses 4 of the 6 elements of a really good prompt. We're giving this kind of a B grade, if you will. So let's just see what it has to say. So you're an expert content marketing and email copywriter. Write a 3 email nurture sequence to warm a new email subscriber up after opting into my 30-day AI Accelerator email series. Format this as Markdown and just reminding it who I am here. Okay, so it gives me a couple of subject line ideas. Welcome aboard. You've taken a first step. Blah blah blah. Here's what you can expect. Pretty boring. Hey, first name. When I started in my AI business, I was looking for shiny tools. I wanted leverage. Cut 10 hours. Okay. The foundation first AI framework. Stop chasing AI tools. Start here. Most leaders I talk to are chasing. Okay, so like these are fine. These are about what you would expect for a 5-line prompt, right? Okay, so that's fine. Now let's take all of this. Now let's start a new prompt. Use this and then ask it to ask us clarifying questions afterwards. Okay, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. I want to clarify a few things so I can tailor it perfectly to your AI forward coaching brand and your 30-day AI Accelerator series. Who's the audience? Well, a really good question that you should ask if you're going to write emails to people. Founders, executives, solopreneurs, are they already somewhat AI curious or mostly beginners? Really good question. Let's just answer that. So goal of the sequence, right? Okay, so tone was number 2. Goal. What is the goal of the sequence? Well, the goal of the sequence is to turn new, kind of warm subscribers into people who might want to engage with me in coaching. Okay, so cool. 4, call to action, social proof, length. I'll say I'll provide the social proof. And 6, a mix of durations. Cool. These are all really good questions, by the way, right? Like, hey, how long do you want these emails to be? What kind of tone do you want them to be? What's the goal of the sequence? Do you want to have a call to action? And who are you writing for? Gosh, like if think about if you were handing this to a junior marketer, you would best hope that they would ask you these questions, right? And so an AI is not going to just ask you these if you don't ask it to ask qualifying questions. That's a lot of asking, okay? All right. Perfect. Here's the structure I'd recommend. Do you like this? Yep, that's great. Go for it. So let's just have it write it. You're in. Welcome to the 30-day AI Accelerator. Over the next month, I'll be sharing you how to go from AI curious to building AI systems. Here's how it'll work. Quick intro. I'm Craig Hewitt. Okay, cool, right? The number one SaaS founders make with AI. I want to let you in on something I see all the time. Most founders treat AI like a shiny toy. Okay, so just like at a glance, do you see how these emails are so much better? So to me, the real power here is you're taking some of the pressure off yourself from providing the perfect prompt every time to putting it back on the AI system a little bit and say, hey, ChatGPT, like you asked me to fill in the blanks for you, not the other way around to where I'm creating this massive, amazing prompt the first time and expecting you to kind of one shot it because you'll still get those assumptions and hallucinations from it. Cool. Okay, just to prove that this is not like an anomaly for ChatGPT, let's go over to Claude and do a similar thing. So roll. Cool. Okay, so this time, instead of writing something, I'm using the kind of strategic advisor. Hey, help me brainstorm this, which is not something I typically would use Claude for, but we're going to go for it. So it's a founder coach and strategic advisor. Help me decide on a format for my founder group coaching product I'm building. I do one-on-one coaching now, but would like to help more people. And to do that, I need to offer a group kind of setting and examples. I like a lot of kind of what Dan Martell and Taki Moore do for this. Cool. So this is the kind of one shot prompt. And I'm using Claude Sonnet 4 with deep thinking on. I'd love to help you design, but I want to ask you a few questions first. Whoa, okay, so this is not planned, but Claude is smart and it knows, hey, I don't have all the information. I need this information before I can continue. Okay, so what's your current one on one structure? Who are your ideal founder clients? What outcomes do you consistently deliver on a one on one? What is your capacity goal? Okay, cool. Okay, so I'm not going to fill this in, but this just drives home the point. I promise this wasn't scripted, but this is how smart some of these models are right now is they know they don't have all the information they need to do a good job. And so they are going to ask you these clarifying questions. So the next time you're prompting ChatGPT or Claude or whatever it is, drop this in at the end. It's just a one-line sentence. Just put a little keyboard shortcut in there, and it'll drop in there and it will ask you these really great questions that will make the output that they give you exponentially better. Okay. So if this is the kind of thing you're into, if you're like, hey, I am AI curious, but I want to be AI forward, I want to be using and utilizing AI to run and grow my business, I want more stuff like this. Link in the description below for the free 30-day AI accelerator that I talk about in this example. I send you an email every day for 30 days with tips and tricks just like this to help you be a better AI operator and a better founder in this AI era. Okay? Links in the description below, entirely free. I think you're really going to love it. If you're enjoying this video, check out this video over here, all about prompting. I really think these two things together will change how you use AI.